Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's DLloyd and we are back, man, showcasing another mod. Now this video should be very quick. I'm going to try to keep it hopefully as brief and as quick as possible, but this is a brand new way to view your franchise modes, and I think it's an interesting mod or interesting tool, so I wanted to bring it to you guys. So you guys, if you are playing, Madden franchises on PC, this is a simple tool that you don't need any of the other modding stuff to be able to use. Just download this program, load up your save, and you are good. So when you do download the program, which I'll have the link in the description, once you have it installed, you'll just click on your save. You have a bunch of saves from your Madden. Once you do that, it will load the franchise file. It does not take too long. I'm not speeding it up. This is real time. You see it pops up. Now, this is for our Atlanta Falcons series right now on YouTube. So if you're not already watching the series, check out the series if you would like, man. We're definitely trying to post it up and get it out more regularly and more frequently and get through, a couple of seasons before Madden 23 comes out. But we are currently in middle of the season, week 5, as you can see up here, season 2, week 5. You have everything that you pretty much need. Here on the left side, you have the AFC, the top 7 teams. The right side, you have the NFC's top 7 teams, where they're seated, who they played next. You have the game of the week, obviously, right here in the middle, which is pretty neat to see. You have all of the games lined up at the top, and it tells you where, what who's going to televise it, rather. Stumbling my words. It shows you who is going to televise the game, which is great if you are using the mods, because you know what scoreboard to actually use, right? You know if you want to use the Fox scoreboard or the Thursday Night Football scoreboard or the CBS scoreboard. That kind of helps you right there. You have your players of the week listed here. You have your injury report, and they use it as inactive, which is pretty cool as well. So you can see the inactives, from each game. Definitely helps out. We go down to our game, the Falcons. We have Frank Darby, who is of course inactive, and then we're going to be taking on the Seahawks, who is now going to have Chris Carson, DJ Reed, Donnie Brown. So I mean, that's pretty cool to see. You have the news right here as well. So you see Paris Campbell has been shipped out to the Buccaneers. That is cool. Kind of get some information around your league. Look at the social media posts. All the social media posts in the game will be here. You have your transactions log here as well. So a good way and a visual way to kind of see what's going on around your league. Of course, all of the stuff is in Madden, but this is just a simplified way to kind of keep up with everything in one view. Going to the rankings. Now, this is pretty cool. This is not in Madden. You have your power rankings. So you have your power rankings here. You scroll down for us. We are listed at, where are we? Number 9 in the power rankings. But you see all the teams here. This left column is the power rankings. The middle column is your offensive power rankings. So taking the best offenses in the league, they have us at 15. And then the defensive power rankings, of course, they have us at number 1, and you can see all of the defensive power rankings there. So that's under that tab. Schedule tab, pretty much what you expect. Same as up here. You can just see the schedule and the games for that week. You can click on game preview, and you can get a little preview of the matchup this week as well. So that is also cool. Teams, you can come here, or you can click at the top, and this will give you a breakdown of the team. So say for instance we click on the Kansas City Chiefs. You can see the Chiefs are an 83 overall team, 83 overall, 84 offense, 83 defense, power ranking 22. They are negative in the cap space. You can see their scheme, offensive scheme, spread RPO offense, run a base 4-3. You can see the head coach, the coordinators as well. You can even look, way deeper into all of this stuff, man. But you can click up here at the top. Like I said, we're going to click on the Rams. You can see all their information as well. So they are also negative cap space. Number 2 in the power ranking. They run a base 3-4, a wide zone, single back offensive scheme with Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell as the offensive coordinator, Raheem Morris as the defensive coordinator. You have all of the information here. So you see their third in takeaways, their 27th in takeaways, third in giveaways rather. You see where they are in the standings. You see their injury report, top players, most expensive players, upcoming free agents, all right here. You have all the team news, so all the times this team showed up in the news will be here. Then you have your team leaders when it comes to stats. So Matthew Stafford, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, very good season so far. Cam Akers, Henderson, they're basically splitting carries, 48-43. You can see the same thing on the defensive side. You can come up to this tab, you click on schedule, you will see all of the games that have been played already, and then you will see the upcoming games, and basically the same thing. You can click on it and you can get a little preview for that week. You click on statistics, basically what we just seen, just way more expanded. You can see way more stuff here. And you can click on players as well. When you click on player, their player card will show up, and from here you can see the depth trait, superstar, height, weight, college, where they were picked, obviously if they're active or not, their key attributes, their full attributes down here, which tells you everything you need to know. You can see their traits under the trait and abilities. If they have abilities, it should show up as well. Pretty cool to see, man. Statistics, once again, you can see the season stats, and I think this actually tracks year by year. So once we get past this season, we'll be able to see this here. Then you can see the game logs, action. So you could cut player, you could change the portraits. The portraits only will change in this program. It will not change in the game. So you definitely need to, be aware of that. You can see the roster here. Look at the overalls of teams. Depth chart, you can see how they have every team, all the players ordered in the depth chart, which could come in handy. Like I said, if you just want to quickly browse through, you can see the entire staff and the scouts. So head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, then your national scout, central scout, northeast scout, west scout, southeast scouts. You can see everything from this. Then you can go to finances, and this is just like it is in the game. You can see the finance table, see where they're paying and where they're spending money and how many years they have left, how much they pay him in each year. Pretty cool stuff. Come back to the top, click on stats. This is now your league-wide stats. So you can see your passing leaders. You can sort everything from here. So if we want to see who has the most touchdown passes, click it. Josh Allen does. Touchdown percentage is cool. Interceptions, you can see who's thrown the most. Joe Burrow has with 9. It's cool stuff. All the categories that you basically expect: passing, rushing, receiving, tackles, sacks, interceptions, kicking, and kick returns. So everything pretty easy to get to, accessible. Click on standings. This will show it by default by divisional standings. So all your AFC divisions on the left, all of your NFC divisions on the right, but you can get a very good view without having to scroll through anything at all, where everybody stands. You see win, loss, ties, percentage, points scored, points against, the net points. So are you plus, are you minus, home, road records, everything that you could possibly want is all right here on this menu. You can sort it by conference. So the NFC standings, the AFC standings, and then you have the league wide. So who is the best team in the entire league when it comes to just the actual ratings? This is not the power rankings, but if you just want to see it there, then of course you go down to the bottom. And once you go through future years, we only have 1 year. You can come here and you can change the year, and you'll be able to go through and reminisce and what happened in season 1 of my franchise or season 2 of your franchise, etc. Players shows you every single player on the list, but the cool part is you can even search for a player. So say we want to type in, say every player that has the name Henry. Of course you can get very specific, but it'll show you every player has the name Henry. But we want to look up Derrick Henry. He's right here. You can still click on him. His player card will show up. You can go to free agents. Now free agency gets a little tricky and a little cool because you can see the free agents that are there. So say we want to look at Khalif Raymond, see what's going on here. Interesting, a 95 speed player. Maybe he could do something for me. Maybe he could be of service. You go traits, ability, see that, but you go to actions and you can sign a player. So in the game, you can only sign him to 1 year. So here you can assign a team you want to sign him to, the contract length, 1 to 7 years, and then how much, of course, they want to get paid and the bonus from this. Now, I have not tried this, so I don't know exactly if it is 100% functional, but if it works, that is a very, and I don't see why it would not work. That is a very cool addition. And then finally, you have the tools. So in our franchise series, we are using T-Dog's progression system. Now, the way that worked before is you had to have Excel, and it kind of was, a couple programs working together with Excel, and then you got to export it back in to your Madden franchise tool and all that stuff to get your progression over. Here, it is baked into the actual program. So you come here, hit this, and then you could go through your whole progression. Of course, we are not going to do it. We already did ours. If you are using T-Dog's progression, they recommend that you do it right before week 1 of the preseason, and that's the schedule we're going to stay on. So that is it. If you want to load up into another franchise, just hit load franchise, and then you're off and running into another one. So I wanted to keep this pretty short, pretty sweet, but this is a new tool that allows you to view your franchises in a whole new light. Very appealing to the eyes, very easy to read. I love it, man. So big shout out to the Bleeding Red who actually created this mod. It is available on the Madden modding community's Discord server. I'll try to link that in the description. You can also check out the website as well, so you can go through and get a direct download if you would like, man. So very cool stuff. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Will you be using this? Is this a cool tool, or is it kind of useless to you? Do you rather just look at everything in the game opposed to going into a different program and viewing everything here? Let me know you guys' thoughts. I think this is very useful. I'm probably going to look at it every single week if I'm being honest. I think it's a lot easier and a lot more intuitive for me to be able to keep up with my franchise. And remember, franchise modes is all about being immersed and creating your own storylines in your own fictional world, and I think this helps, you know, do that. So I definitely love this. I'm going to be using it a lot, man. But let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, if you guys did enjoy this, please do me a huge favor. Go ahead and leave this video a like. It definitely helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.